difference between day 3 and day 5 is really related to the evolution development of the embryo. We think of it this way. When the egg is extracted, that's day 0 because it's not an embryo, it's just an egg. And the egg and sperm meet soon after the retrieval. And then the next evening we look for fertilization. And that's really the first union of the two. That's the embryo. And then we watch the embryo grow. The reason why we tend to do day 3 or day 5 transfers is because the embryos actually take a natural pause at day 3 and day 5. And that allows us to look at this dynamic system. And it's really quite fascinating because it's very timed. And those embryos that move too fast are abnormal, and those ones that move too slowly are abnormal. So it's this incredibly precise and synchronized dance that they do. On day 3, about 70% of the embryos are abnormal, 30% are normal. It just attests to how imprecise reproduction is. As those embryos continue to grow, there's a natural attrition rate to them as well. So by day 5 of the blastocyst stage, 60% of those embryos will actually be normal, which allows us to make more educated choices in the embryos that we transfer to women. At the blastocyst stage, or the reason why the embryo is called a blastocyst, because unlike day 3, by day 5, there's polarity. In other words, they're very structured organisms. The outer shell of the embryo is called the trophectoderm. Again, a very kind of million-dollar word. And that becomes the placenta. And then the inner cell mass, which is this kind of cocooned area within the trophectoderm, becomes the fetus. And between the two is a little bit of pool called the blastocyst. And that's how this whole amazing process happens. Now, the blastocyst is transferred into the uterus. It hatches or it releases, and then it eventually implants into an awaiting endometrium. And the rest is history.
So where do you see this going in the future?
Well, we're probably on our way. We've gone from day 3 transfers, and we do more day 5 or blastocyst transfers. As a result, we can provide what we think to be better embryos or higher quality embryos, or at least know about them, which gives the couple a little bit more affirmation as well, as they're moving through this process. It also allows us to do single embryo transfers. The idea being that we can possibly select the embryo that's going to be the one and make the pregnancy and reduce the chance of multiples.